Good morning, pregame crew. It is Monday, May 22nd, 2023. It is 6:20 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:20 a.m. Eastern Time. Man, I got on a little early. Let's do an audio-visual check. I'm going to say hello to my friends, do a few chart requests, and then we'll officially get started in 10 minutes. But I'm going to take chart requests to start with a technical analysis because I need to get warmed up. It's Monday. I've had a couple days off. Good morning, Shake and Bake, High Times Trader, Renaissance Man, Keith, Greg, Card Lady, Bison. I don't understand what you're saying. In Louisville, you're in Louisville, not the West Coast. You all get to sleep in. Yeah, y'all get to sleep in. Us out here on the West Coast, we do not get to sleep in. Awesome, Shake and Bake. I'm glad you're in. Hey, Card Lady, Topher. Hey, Wave. Hey, E Cubed, Whitney, Homebody, Tim, Sam, B-Hawk, Basque. Thank you. It sounds Louisianian. Well, good. Then it's coming across accurate. I am not in Louisiana. Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore, but I still have Louisiana, slight southern drawl. Most of it's gone. Hey, Casey, Cat, Wave. I have a bunch of them. I'm going to go over it. I have a bunch of favorites. Hey, here's the... By the way, Patrick Z. Jones, do you want me to tell you the crazy? It's not crazy. It's totally Lori moment with my not so real blonde self. The volume was turned down on the microphone itself, not the streaming software. On my microphone, I had it all the way on one side. And it's been like that for probably over a year and nobody said anything. I think maybe you and one other person's, well, a couple of y'all last week said something, but it's been like that for over a year, which is funny. I'm so glad it works and it's fixed. Yours is Nat Gas. Okay, Wave. I like AVGO. I just got the trade on Friday. Wait, what did I get on Friday with AVGO? First 15 minute, I believe. No, it was 5. I posted it in the TCG chat room and it was super clean right here. Super clean trade. I like AVGO. This thing has been so super strong and it bounced $4 after that first 5 minute oversold. Awesome, Wave. Popa, you're not babysitting if it's your baby. You're daddying. And congratulations. Best thing ever. I had the best weekend with my husband and my son was in town with his 3 best friends because he can't go anywhere. They travel in packs, I swear. So I had to feed 4 21-year-olds this weekend. It was awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go back up to the top. Let's see. Chart request. Looking. Yep. Apple downgrade. Looking. Okay. No chart request? Really? Interesting. I think Rivian is my favorite top fish of the day. If I'm just going to jump to the end of the test right now or give you the answers to the test that is the market. I like Rivian short and I like AVGO long. I'm waiting for a first 15 minute oversold now. I didn't set that alert. I set a billion alerts this morning. I didn't set that one. First Solar, we got the first hourly oversold last Friday. That bounced perfectly as it should Friday. But this is getting kind of beat up and really extended move down here. Now I'm watching for first 4 hour oversold. And you see my little alert set there. Daddy sitting. That's right. Daddy sitting. It's when a woman watches their child, it's just what they're supposed to do. When a dad watches, it's babysitting. It's like, no. NAT. It's the best thing ever, being a parent, and hardest job ever. Okay, so you got a bull break on Friday over 375. You're getting some continuation this morning. Did you have earnings this morning? Yep, you're having some positive earnings. 389, you've cleared it. 394 is your next resistance. You're getting up and over that daily 50 MA. So this is now an earnings reaction. We have gap rules in play. So your high on Friday was 379. So if the bears were to push it down and be unable to fill the gap and then turn, that could be a gap and go. Or if we dip down into Friday's range, deep into Friday's range, and come back up to Friday's high, that becomes a short opportunity. So gap, is it going to be a gap and go or a gap and crap? And we'll figure it out as soon as the market opens, but follow those gap rules. And let me just go over this because this happens every single morning. I get a question about some type of earnings beat. And the rule is if you've got a name that's running with their hair on fire, like this is up 6%, that's running pretty hot, then you can't chase it, in my opinion. So you have a couple things you can do. You can wait for an EQ to form, and then position yourself bullishly within that EQ looking for continuation. You could look for a stair-step pattern on a pullback, and then get in on that first break of the high of low bar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google YouTube chart guys, stair step. Or you can look for first 5 minute oversold. But any of those, none of them condone chasing. That's not what we want to do. Sometimes you get paid to chase. If you have a name that crushed earnings, like 50% beat, it wasn't priced to perfection, they got it up, and you've got high short interest, those are the ones that you can, in my opinion, and I hate to use this word chase, but those are ones that you can put your hat in the ring and see if it's going to work. So wait, that's not what I wanted to do. NAT. So I'm looking up NAT over here. What's the short float? See, the short float's only 3.47% on NAT. Those are typically not going to get squeezed. It doesn't mean it can't happen. But if you've got a name like, I'm trying to think of a heavily shorted name. Revolve. Okay, that has almost 30% short float. Those can be a gap and go situation, and those can be beautiful plays. So you kind of have to know a little bit about the ticker as to whether it is prudent to jump in long. Hey, Bennett, how are you? I appreciate you and Bob and Wave. I appreciate y'all modding. You know what, y'all? I lied to y'all on Friday, and I try not to make a habit of lying, but the last day of the free swing report trial is today. It wasn't Friday, so you've got 1 day left. Let me pin it right here in the channel. So it's pinned at the top. You have 1 day left to grab your free month of the swing report, $70 value for non-TCG members. TCG members already get a discount. It's $50 a month, but you too can get a month free. All right. I am looking at all the questions. Let me go back up. I have time for another chart request. Netflix. You know what, Tammy? I was looking at that one, and I like looking at them on. I know we always need to look at the daily, but when I zoom in to get some finer details, this is such healthy consolidation, super healthy consolidation. So, and we're holding the 50 RSI. I almost put this one down for a long today. This is set up very well. Doesn't mean it'll work, but it's set up well for a potential 4-hour bull flag. And you see I already have my alert for first hourly oversold. I don't know that we'll get there. It's holding up really, really well. Okay, plug. Plug, you're getting over 814 resistance. Let's stay with that mindset that we just talked about. Let me look this up over here on another screen. Short float on plug is 20%. So 20%. So this one could get going. I don't know if it has news. It looks like it's news related. Yep, they land 3 electrolyzer deals for European green hydrogen projects in hard to decarbonize industries. So you're getting over key resistance. You got a gap in play. Gap rules apply. You mark off your high a Friday, and then a pull back to that area with a minor dip into it and then move back up is a long trigger entry. Oh, lots of grandparents in the room. I can't wait. I cannot wait to be a grandma. Hello, hello. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get this show on the road. It's Monday. We got places to go and people to see. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, that'd be lovely. Check us out at chartguys.com. We teach technical analysis and we have a beautiful community where we post setups, we post entries, we post exits, we post news, setups that we're watching. We share information. You get 3 live streams per day inside the room, and 2 days a week you get 4 live streams. 2 of those are Q&A, where you have a Q&A where we have a Zoom call with our members and we just sit there and answer questions. So check us out at chartguys.com. And what I do here every morning is I go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. And I have this handy dandy table. And I have some notes that are off screen. I copy and paste and share with TCG members only when I am done. So I would say it's 94 is the market favors the bulls today. It absolutely favors the bulls. We're just now getting back green. I'm not saying that because we're slightly green. I'm saying that because the trend is your friend. When things are in motion, they tend to stay in motion, and the market has been going up. The table clearly states 94. However, side note, Apple got a downgrade and it's relatively weak in pre-market. So Apple could weigh on the market a little bit. And if we got consolidation, I would just look for it to be healthy. There's no warning signs whatsoever. Bears have been getting their butts handed to them. Okay, so I say that overall we're bullish. But what is the more likely scenario on the 4-hour chart? A lower high. Why? Because we pulled back. And no, I don't normally ask myself questions and then answer them. That is so annoying. I can't stand it when people do that. Yet I'm here doing it. So we had a beautiful bounce on Friday. We pulled back overnight. There's our pullback and we're bouncing. Odds favor a lower high relative to Friday's high. And then the big question is, do we hold support at 41.8650? So do y'all see that? 4-hour lower high is the more likely scenario. So I am looking for healthy consolidation in the morning. So if I'm going to sequence events, and within trading, I like to sequence things and kind of play it out a little bit. If this, then that. If this, then that. And then there's some unknowns I can't sequence, like the debt ceiling talks, which could have a huge, huge impact to the market. Remember, we've been pricing in the debt ceiling crisis being averted. We've been pricing that in. On news that we get a deal done, we could sell. It could be a sell the news event. And on the news that we don't get a deal done, we could sell. So I'm envisioning 2 sell scenarios on debt ceiling talks, any type of news release. Sell the news or drop because they were pricing in that it would be done and then it doesn't get done. That could be bad. So I can sequence events, and it favors the bears this morning, looking for the 4-hour lower high on ES. So I'm going to get rid of this. So you see that we retraced over 60 or right at 60%, 0.618 to the penny exactly. That's what we retraced. God, I love technical analysis. If that doesn't get your juices flowing, I don't know what will. So we're bullish overall. A pullback could be for buying if we hold 418650. That becomes the number today, 418650, to keep us in a 4-hour uptrend. Odds favor a lower high. And then what that consolidation looks like tells us a lot about where the market is. NASDAQ. And remember, we broke out of this range that we've been watching for weeks. So now we have more range expansion and more volatility in play. We pulled back 50% on NQ. So again, odds favor a lower high relative to 1396025. And what that consolidation looks like after that lower high is most likely set will be very, very telling. Support 1379425. So NASDAQ, you can see that retrace mathematically. I'm not guessing, it's math. It has retraced less than ES. So NASDAQ is a little bit stronger than the overall SPY futures. Looking at RTY, we pulled back almost the entirety of Thursday's move into Friday high. We have given back almost the entire thing. So this gets the gold star if I'm looking for a short for the 4-hour lower high only, not for overall bearishness on the week, just for that 4-hour lower high. This one gets the gold star. This one has pulled back so much. So now odds favor a 4-hour lower high. Yes, it's up more than ES. Yes, it's up more than NASDAQ. Yes, it's up more than NASDAQ. It's what it did before it bounced that's the problem. That retrace is the problem. This is where you want to look for a short. If you're a futures trader, this is your short candidate. And if you're looking for a long, you're looking for that NASDAQ long because it is stronger than the other names. This one pulled back over 70%, the Dow. We're looking for a 4-hour lower high. So Dow or RTY, either one should make good 4-hour lower high top fish candidates. Okay. And then my overall view of the market is, let me write this in big letters. Here's the mode I'm in. Nope, got to do it in all caps. Got to scream it. Hourly back burner mode. That's the mode that's engaged right now with me. So if we look at alerts, let's see, date created, newest first. Do y'all see all these? These were all created this morning. Let's see, up here, from here up. I am looking for those first hourly oversold moments on those names that have had outsized moves to the upside. Looking at you, Netflix. So looking at you, AMD, AVGO, PLTR. So those are the names I'm looking at. And this is the mode I think we have to be in. So bears are looking for their moment this morning, and then bulls will be looking for their moment in the afternoon. If my sequencing is correct, that's how it could play out. Let's look at what's going on today in the economy. Bullard speaks it. He just spoke, I think. Right? Yeah, I have to do the time conversion. Bostic speaks at 10:50 and Daly speaks at 11:05. So Bullard can sometimes rock the market. Obviously, he hasn't said anything too disturbing because the market hasn't really flinched. I showed you the table. I showed you the free swing report trial. That's pinned in the chat. Debt ceiling talks in focus. And we have FOMC minutes. So let me go back and show you for the week. So for the week, we have building permits, new home sales. Yellen is speaking. Yellen is yelling on Wednesday. And we have FOMC meeting minutes Wednesday. That's typically a nothing burger. FOMC meeting minutes are typically a nothing burger. But Fed minutes have become even more and more critical. The meeting, so this should be just a rehash of everything that Powell has already told us. We'll see. It could rock the market. GDP Thursday, it typically does not rock the market, but it could cause volatility. Let me say it like that. GDP on Thursday and PCE, which is super important, on Friday. So a big week of data. We got NVIDIA earnings on Thursday. That's going to be big for the market as well. Yeah, MU got some of their, I see Dan posting that MU appears to be the reason for semiconductor weakness. They got some of their products canceled or banned or something like that on CNBC this morning. That's what they were talking about. Okay, we talked about indices. The dollar has a bullish formation right now. We have potential hourly inverse head and shoulders. You can barely see that. That's the world's ugliest drawing. Thank goodness y'all aren't here for my drawings because there'd be nobody on the show. But right now we got about 300 of you and only 71 likes. If you could hit that like button, that'd be great. Paul, I'm not being that specific about action in the afternoon whatsoever. I am initially looking bearish this morning. Cautious. I'm a cautious bear. That is the more conservative approach up here near resistance for 4-hour lower high. That's what I'm looking for. And then if we were to flush in any type of way and get hourly oversold on these bigger charts, that's going to be a buying opportunity, in my opinion. Typically it is. May not be. Oh, that's right. Canadian markets are closed. So just be aware that I'm just sequencing. Again, if we rip this morning and go through Friday's high, sequence is dead. What I was thinking are the more likely scenarios didn't happen, and I accept those. So the dollar is looking pretty bullish with this formation. So it is red. However, market bulls have been able to shrug off the dollar strength easy peasy last week. So I'm not really big concerned over this IHS, inverse head and shoulders formation. VIX got a little pep in its step. Hourly uptrend, holding those EMAs. It fills the gap at 1682. Hang Seng, this has closed a couple times. This has changed a couple times since I've looked at it. I don't understand. Because they should be closed. Why is it moving? Why is Hang Seng moving? I don't get it. It should be closed. Am I making that up? When does Hang Seng close? I should know this, but it's moving. I don't know. I quit. I quit on Hang Seng. I don't know why. It's slightly green and DAX is slightly red. Bitcoin is green, but this ain't nothing to get excited about and call mama over, because this ain't wonderful. 4-hour lower high, the more likely scenario. So that's our tattoo for today. 4-hour lower high, the more likely scenario on indices and Bitcoin. Same thing with Ethereum. 4-hour lower high, the more likely scenario compared to 1829. Sure, win for you. I try not to guess on that stuff, but yeah, it could hang between 333 and 339. Bulls want to see 33543 hold, the low of Friday. As long as that's in play and holding, bulls are overall in charge of QQQ. And you can just make those simple statements. I'm going to go set my alert. Let me know when we get if we get close to that support. I want to know. All right, now I went over Ethereum, 4-hour lower high, the more likely scenario. Yes, this is a beautiful bounce. Sure, great, wonderful, woohoo. 4-hour lower high, still the more likely scenario. Gold popped on that negative banking news on Friday, and I missed it. Any negative banking news has been historically since March, has happened at least four times. It's bullish for Bitcoin and gold and the crypto miners. And we got a big pop on Friday when we got that negative banking news. We're giving a lot of that back. You have a double top at 1984 and you have lost support of 1973. You hit 1970 overnight. It is bouncing odds favor. An hourly lower high compared to 1984.80. I saw a bunch of people online going to Dave Matthews Band concert this weekend, and I freaking love. I have a lot of friends in the South, and they were in Dallas going to the concert, and I went down a rabbit hole this morning with Dave Matthews Band music, and it's like everything. I'm like, the ants go marching. Love him. Okay. Focus, Lori. Focus. No, oil. So oil is running into the hourly Great Wall of China, which I call the 50 MA. Your next support is at 71.43 and then 70.67. If we keep things in focus over here, we've made enough room for a 4-hour higher low. We've made enough room. Now, do we hold it? We'll see. But we've made enough room for a 4-hour higher low compared to 70.67. Oh, Bennett, I love you dearly, but Stevie Nicks and Billy Joel, I just can't. I can't. Okay, we can have different music tastes and still be friends. Okay, so 4-hour higher low, the more likely scenario on oil. Bulls are searching for that daily higher low on oil. Key support 70.10. Nat gas, the beautiful bounce. We're looking for a daily higher low. We're pulling back. How you like that for technical analysis? Ooh. I could get behind first hourly oversold on nat gas, but we are in downtrends on a lot of time frames still. Let's see, 2031. Yeah, we got a weekly higher high, but we have not changed the weekly trend. It could work. Your resistance 2565. Odds favor that we hold this 236 initially. That's what the odds favor for sure. But with nat gas, I can't say for sure because it's nat gas. It's naughty gas. All right, Apple got a downgrade, and let's be honest. Let's be real. It got a downgrade, but the downgrade was to $180. So it's still above where price is right now. So that's one of those backhanded compliments, you know? It's like, you're cute for how ugly you are. Whatever a backhanded compliment is, because they're like, oh, we don't think you're worthy of an upgrade. We're going to downgrade you, but we're going to put the price higher than where you are right now. So Apple's experiencing some weakness due to that downgrade. Lower high anticipated on the 4 hour. So daily, bulls are still looking for a higher low. True. You know, Michelle, Satellite is not a song I'm super familiar with. I was listening to it this morning, though. Of course, I can quote the Ants song and Crash Into Me. Okay, so daily high or low on watch for Apple despite this downgrade. Amazon, we're looking for a 4 hour lower high compared to Friday's high of 118.31. Odds favorite. It's green this morning, is stronger than Apple. That ain't saying much because Apple had that downgrade. Nvidia on watch. We have earnings. Earnings Wednesday after hours. We're looking for that first hourly oversold. You see that little orange triangle there? That's my alert. I want to be buying this sucker if it hits hourly oversold. And I will go and look at the market as well to make sure everything is lined up. Tesla is green this morning, holding the 8 EMA like a champ. No big issues here. We did not clear the 50 MA on the daily, though. We did not clear it. Bulls are looking for a pullback buy. Bears are looking for top fish, as always with Tesla. Bears like to pounce on it. But this is holding up really well. The most aggressive bear is looking to top fish 181.95. But I think you're better off being a bull with this daily chart. Here's the problem. Here's the hang up I have with Tesla as a bull, looking bullish. The problem is the 50 MA on the daily. That's the problem for me. That's the hang up, fly in the ointment right there. AI. Oh, AI is on back burner watch. Big back burner watch. So here are my back burner names. Pull that down. AI, AMD, AVGO, and NVIDIA and Google. Those are all my back burner watch, looking for those daily higher lows in those charts. And so I have my alert set for that one, have my alert set for that one, have my alert set for that one, and that one, and that one. So that's what Google, nope, not that one. Sorry, Google. I do have my alert set, but this one, we've pulled back a lot. Odds favor a lower high compared to 125.97. So I'm actually looking for a bounce to short on Google compared to 125.97. Sorry about that. I'm just looking for a quick blow off top here and pull back. And then once it gets, if it gets hourly oversold, bulls will be looking for that bottom fish. But I like the top fish on Google this morning. I should have put that here. Yeah, because I want to watch Rivian for a short, Google for a short, AVGO for a long, Apple for a long, and Amazon. I always watch Amazon, Apple, Tesla, and if anything, I give up the Amazon chart because I try to limit the number of charts that I'm monitoring. So Google for top fish, NVIDIA for a, put that back up there, hourly oversold. And then Rivian, I posted on Friday. I was looking for a daily lower high here at this daily 50 MA. And man, those bulls got clipped and how. So I would like a bounce, another bounce to short on Rivian. Is it Rivian or Rivian? I don't know. I don't even care. Hey, Norma in Mexico. Okay. Yep, Apple got a downgrade. So Rivian short, Google short, NVIDIA looking for a long, AVGO looking for a long, waiting for my alerts to go off, AMD, AI. I would say out of all these, I like Google short the best and waiting for that AI move. How big of a move was this over here? Looking for AI oversold. That was more than that. Yeah, you could say that's an outsized move. So yeah, I'll be all over this one like white on rice, as my mom would say. Hey, George, how are you? MSTR. Oh, nice EQ. Nice EQ. Bitcoin bears are looking for that 4-hour lower high. So you could look for a possible top fish against 288.30, but you need this thing to open up because liquidity's so bad. Has big spreads. I would be looking for a lower high compared to 291.96, knowing what I know about the Bitcoin chart. Oh, you missed it on YM? Yeah, I didn't take my RTY one either. Yeah, I love that it's right here at that hourly 50 MA. I love that. All right. That's what I thought, Topher. That's what I thought. I didn't understand why it's moving. Maybe I don't understand something. And I don't claim to be a international market expert for sure. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, let's. Oh, in the futures, is that why? Okay. I changed my things over here. Okay. Thank y'all. So my old pregame, let me show you what I did. This is my old pregame, and I accidentally sorted it on percentages, and it blew up my whole list. Okay, that's what it is. Thank y'all. Y'all help me. Because I had it right on my old list, and my new list I had to recreate, and I didn't do it correctly. D-Dog, Dan is calling that out for first hourly oversold watch. You could watch, let's put that alert for RSI 30. Definitely on watch for potential long, attempting to snag the daily higher low on D-Dog. All right. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. If you could hit that like button before you leave, that'd be lovely. Give me a follow on Twitter. That'd be lovely as well. TCG members, I'll have these notes to you in just a second.